Alright, we're back. Episode 2. It's me, the Grizz. And just looked at, took a short break. Got some cough drops. Hopefully that helps. And just watched the first video, at least the end of it, to see what was happening. And it looks like it cut off probably like 2 minutes of that first battle at the end. So, not sure why that happened. And obviously I can't go back and fix it at this point. So hopefully this video does not also cut off short, but who knows if it does or not. We'll see. Let's get back into it. So we just finished our first battle. At the end of the battle I got a new weapon for the archer, and it told me a little bit about like the battle outcome as far as like how much damage I dealt, how much damage was mitigated, who did the most damage, all that kind of stuff. But you know, none of that was shown. And after that, it just came right back to this screen, so didn't miss anything besides the loot process and overview of the fight. So Kane says, "If I had not seen them with my own eyes, fought them with my own hands, dead risen from the ground, what evil is this? I have such undying determination. Look there, the severed arm still twitches. Intent on continuing the fight. I'm just glad they fell easily enough to blade an arrow. Perhaps we were lucky. Next time withdraw further back. Your bow is of no use too close to the front line, and your presence only distracts me from the battle." What? "We've just dispatched living dead, and you're lecturing me over tactics? Really, Kane? Sometimes you take your duty and rank too far. After all, you thought they were ordinary outlaws and let us right into them." Kane: "Ha! Alive or dead, they were no match for my skill with the blade." "Whatever you say, Kane. Arguing with you is like talking to a stone wall. Should we go back and tell my lord about this?" Kane: Not yet. We have our duty to complete. Let's continue and see what lies ahead. So, press an icon at the top of the screen or I key to access your inventory and party management screens. An icon or all? Okay, here we go. Library, map. There we go on that. Character screen. Okay, inventory is shared between all your champions. Each hero has basic equipment white. When you remove any magic from the character slot, base gear is automatically equipped. When you remove any magic item from the character slot, base gear is automatically equipped. If an item cannot be used by a given champion, class restrictions, it is marked red. You cannot sell items, but you can destroy them to recover some resources. To dismantle, well, ain't nobody got any money, so how you get it? Yeah, you can't sell them. To dismantle an item, click the dismantle button and then click the item you wish to dismantle. Okay, I'm not sure yet, but figure it out. Items. Itemization is very rich in Tower of Time. There are several statistics which can be attached to an item. Next to an item icon, there are several small gray boxes. Here, and here, I'm guessing, which indicate a number of possible upgrades in Item Forge that this item can receive. It will be explained later when you get access to this technology. Number on an icon, in this case I, here, well 1 I guess, indicates item tier. Okay. Item names. Each item can roll either a prefix or an affix, or both of them, blue and purple items. In the example below, one of the weapons is of Sparks, Steel Axe of Sparks, which adds 1 to 3 air damage, while the other is Jagged Steel Great Axe, which adds bonus armor penetration. For example, one example of specialization is that two-handed melee weapons have a cleave damage percentage. When you attack an enemy, percentage of the primary target damage is also applied to all enemies in cone area. All enemies in cone area in front. As you get access to higher item tiers, new statistics can roll. Some of them even with negative impact. Okay. Cleave damage, cleave damage. Alright. So I got this bow. Glass Bow of Carnage. He cannot use it, it's red. So we're on that. We'll understand that. Character sheet. You have 3 unused attribute points. You can see the effect of each point by observing the numbers on the right hand side when you press plus or minus. Hover over the attribute or any other statistic to see its detailed description. Click Approve to confirm your distribution. You can reset your points for modest costs. He got 3 points. Reset attributes for 1 purple gem. Mouse and arrow doesn't tell me anything about those yet. So, if I give him a plus might, my total of fist is 5. I don't know what fist means yet. I can't go below the base. If I get speed, okay, here we go. Gives my DPS, makes my DPS higher and my attack speed increase. Might gave me additional damage from 12 to 15%. Mastery, skill power increase, and life gives me more health and a percentage to my hit points. So, assuming he's my tank, this is Kane, Shield Guardian's tank then. If a man is to survive this world, it will be courage and duty alone. When I first joined King Daedric, his soldiers fled from me as I carried this sickness. Only one guard seemed at ease around my unusual nature. Kane. Okay. Let's throw him 1 health just for right now. Let's see what happens when I get the rest of the stuff. So I still got 2 left. So I went to character, but inventory, shield, or skill tree. You have 1 unused skill point. Enough to select 1 enhancement effect for 1 of the skills. Each skill has 2 alternative enhancement paths. They usually differ significantly. For example, one path enhances the destructive effect of the skill, while the other gives it a crowd control effect. In this example, one path increases fire arrow single target damage, while the other turns it into a small scale AoE skill. Okay. Impact of mastery. Mastery influences certain parameters of the skill. This is indicated by the number in X. I don't know what the hell that means. There's no X. In this example, base effect of the skill is 3, but with mastery effect it is 4. I don't know what that means. Maybe this is what they're talking about. Damage per attack. If you have mastery. I don't know yet. So he's got 1 point. You have dash, stone wall, heal wound. So if I throw up... Okay, I can't do those yet. I'm not sure why. Maybe I have to be level 2. Yes, so here's level 1 up to 50. It's all level 15. Like, okay, so level 15. So on 1 I can unlock all these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15. So right now I can either upgrade dash or stone wall. Stone wall creates an impassable wall at a drawn path. Could be useful. I don't think I did it right the first time, so I could add a slow aura. I'm not sure how you say you want to keep that. Maybe I can switch them willy-nilly. I think that's right, because it doesn't say anything that doesn't cost anything to reset them, so I could probably just switch them up as I need. That's nice. Okay. Slow aura or mana cost minus 10 points, cooldown minus 10 seconds, short wall, not blocking line of sight. I mean, that'd be useful if I can wait for the cooldown of my self-heal. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Party alignment. Alignment describes the general attitude of each champion towards yourself, the main quest, and also towards each other. It is influenced by critical choices, more than later when you face the first of such choices. Combat morale. Alignment directly influences your party's morale in combat. They can support each other, granting the whole party various positive buffs, or they can bring everyone down with their attitude, decreasing party's combat effectiveness. That's no good. Let's go back to skill tree. So for dash, we can either reduce the mana cost and the cooldown, or give more damage, high radius, pull strength. Increases damage and impact radius, pulls enemies towards Kane, interrupts casts and channels. Reduce mana cost and cooldown. Huh. I mean, I'd like to use it more often. Then again, to interrupt casting channels, I haven't had a problem with that. Let's use this. So that is gone or used. How do I? All right, so double clicked on it, and now that I'm sort of using, so. Okay. Doesn't cost anything. I just double click. Okay, cool. Change it as I need to. Alright, very good. So I have no more points. Alignment. Not sure what that means yet. Alright, so let's go to her character for the king and Artara, and a little profit for the pocket. So she's like kind of like a I don't know, a thief class, whatever. Marksman. On the outskirts of Artura's human kingdom lie lawless villages that attract unwanted and unwelcome. Mayev grew up in such chaotic towns, fighting, stealing, and doing anything necessary to survive. Okay, so I can read a much longer biography of them. I will right now. So this is the first time we're meeting them. So for the king and Artara, a little part for the blah blah. So I read that part. Though I have not known her personally very long, Cain has worked alongside her for some years. The casual manner and constant bickering between them evidence to a close friendship. Cain tells me at age 16, concealing her identity behind a carnival mask, may have illegally entered the last kingdom-wide archery competition. Her goal to win a small purse and all the food she can carry. So far beyond the other competitors' skill was hers. Daedric himself took notice and demanded an immediate audience, which I guess is probably the king. When authorities moved to imprison the youth for her defiance of high law, the king intervened, conscribing her into a special division of his personal guard. An uncanny natural talent with bow and crossbow, Mayev took up arms for King Daedric. Through loyalty, determination, and skill, she rose through the ranks of the king's guard, securing an official title as High Courier. Out of public view, among allies and foes alike, her reputation as professional marksman, assassin, and thief are well known. This reputation is no secret to me, nor is her nature to challenge authority and even refuse orders, or that she has a history of accepting missions of personal gain without the king's knowledge. Her deep-seated desire for power and wealth does not evade me, yet I don't hold this ambition against her, not from one born with such hardships in these trying times. For this, when given the opportunity to return to the tower, I did not hesitate to mobilize her among my men. Mayev is a cunning and calculating opponent in battle. Cain speaks reluctantly of her hesitation to enter the battlefield if a more profitable course of action is afforded her, but he is quick to point out when she is committed to a fight, there is no one else she'd rather have at his side besides myself, so he claims. Alright, so that's Mayev. Let me go back to Cain and read his more. Okay, for over 15 years, the steely-haired warrior has been my closest and most trusted companion. We each owe our lives together many times over, save from certain death in battles with brigands, rebellious tribes, and dangerous creatures from remote parts of the world. Cain is intellectually sharp and a sound tactician. His list of faults is short, far outweighed by his exemplary measure. But if pressed to speak on his greatest weakness, I would confess at ease at which he becomes flustered and impatient. Such headstrong inclinations make him prone to attack problems with brute force, even when a more delicate solution is called for. Faults and shortcomings aside, Cain is the benchmark of a soldier and a friend, to which I measure all others. I value my second-in-command's advice more than any other. No discussion of Cain would be complete without mentioning that there is no record, written or oral, of the shield guard ever withdrawing from combat first. He is valiant and heroic to a fault. While he values his life greatly, I've seen him risk it firsthand without second thought to protect those under his charge. Bound by the 7 virtues of his title, King's Champion, Cain lives by a strict code of conduct, offering mercy to his most fearsome enemies and aid to any who openly request it. After his wife and adolescent son were taken in a storm of fire and ash, Cain turned away from women. For 17 years he has been without serious relationship, though if my eyes serve me, I would swear the shield guard has developed a fondness for Maiev. A bond forged over the 5-year duration of their friendship as fellow soldiers, no doubt. How deeply he cares for her, I dare not guess. One thing I know for certain, his dedication to duty would never allow him to openly express his feelings. Okay. Let's go back to her. So mastery is going to help with the skills. Let's throw her 1 speed for right now just to see what happens. 20% more attack speed, which is 0.3 3/10 increase in DPS. Let's do that for now. So, not able yet to craft. Chant, probably can't do that. No. Item forge, no. Dismantle, I could dismantle, but I'm not doing that yet. So, currently she has a crossbow. So if I highlight over this glass bow of carnage, it's a 3 DPS increase, slower attacks per second, which is odd. It does air damage instead of physical, no armor penetration, but does manic batch. Okay. Also in skills, increases her skill power, higher critical chance. So I'm not sure what carnage does. But so I throw it on. If I take it off, the regular crossbow goes back on. So DPS goes up, skill power went up. So enchants her weapon, adding fire damage to each attack. So it would be fire and air, or just fire. I don't know. Explosive projectiles. So there's like an AoE, or increased critical chance 15% if I choose to do that one. Okay, I don't want to do that. Arrow barrage. I can blind somebody for 4 seconds with blinding arrow. Choose multiple arrows at closest enemies, okay. Or arrows deal additional damage and pushes enemies back a short distance. Well, I think... No, I don't want to... Just go back. And that's probably what I want to do. An AoE arrow barrage? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, good, good, good. Alright. That was inventory. Character screen. So I could probably... This is probably a ring, or maybe this is a necklace. Don't have an offhand for this, even though it's two-handed. Okay, that's one-handed. I could do an offhand. Okay, cool. Let me save really quick because I don't know. Something would happen. Library? Nothing. Bestiary? Tower level 1? Okay. This is just telling me about the beasts I've fought, which I've already read. Story, I got nothing so far. I could watch different cinematics if I wanted to. But let's go on. Alright, there's some cave-dwelling beast here. Inside the cave, your champion sees an animal that resembles a dog, only it reaches to Cain's shoulders. It is feeding savagely and ignores your party. They walk quietly away. Okay, well, I guess I will then. We have an old skeleton. There are remnants of a bow next to the skeleton. Apparently there was little game to be found here. Small chest. So I got boots, mighty steel sabatons, and 7 gold. So I should be able to. She can't use the boots. He can use the boots. Oh, 2. Okay. So I throw the boots on. Gives me 1 extra might, because it says mighty. And then might now is at 5. My base is 4. Cool. Makes sense. Alright. Anything else in here? More gold. That's a dead end here. Okay. Let's go this way first. Statue? Some dude with horns? Unknown statue says, or I don't know if it says it or it's got an inscription, doesn't say. Where this world can be, that many's the hour that men's minds do bore. So lay your hands on Malpusia's feet and be relegated with tales of yore. Is this some kind of a game? Why do these statues talk to us with silly poems? Mayhav says maybe it's just the ancients' manner of writing, or maybe their locks are opened by spoken command. Each of these statues could be a secret treasure vault. Let me give it a try. Who knows? The second, A. Tell us a tale. Spake the Cain. Great spirits, I must be losing my mind. Did you hear that? I did. What is this thing? Place your hands on it if you want. I'm not touching that thing again. Unknown statue. The fat from the hog roasting over the fire sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man, tell us a tale that our minds might be distracted from our grumbling bellies. Spake the second, tell us a tale. And spake the third, I'll tell ye a tale. 'Twas a dark and windy night. 3 men were sat around a campfire under the starless skies, patiently waiting their suppers. As the wind whipped the flames, the fat from the hog roasting over the fire sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man, it's the exact same thing. I'll tell you a tale. It was a dark and windy night. 3 men sat around a campfire. The champions listened for some time, soon realizing this is a story that will never end. Oh, so the dude's saying the same, telling the story of himself or something? I don't know. Get some kind of fountain here, a pillar, relic chest. You have found Oceanic Steel Bassinet. Gives me elemental resistance, -8 to fire, +12 to water. Okay. So she can use this. Let's see. So now my fire resistance is 0. But my water resistance is 20. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. Letter. The parable of the little brother. Throughout our town I am strongest in mana. So to the south my path must be. My horse is packed, my farewell said, yet my big brothers will not look upon me. They say that I abandon them, that magic changes men, and I swear I will not leave till they face me again. Oh shit, that dude's serious. Okay, so I need to switch these 2 around to face him? That's what that guy said. So the gates are locked, I'm sure when I switch these 2 around. But this dude's gonna attack me, I got a feeling. I don't want to attack that guy, he looks stronger than me. Ah, don't get by me. They're facing you now, bro. Oh shit, there's another one. Careful. Alright. I like puzzles. That was an easy puzzle, but I still like puzzles. About to get a ring. I'm the collector. You have found 1 ring. 10 mana points. Mastery and mana regeneration. Well, I'm gonna throw that on her. Alright. More gold. More gold over here. Okay. quests. Reach the throne. Scout the way ahead and find a way into the throne room. Okay, whatever. Do I want to fight this dude? He looks like he's gonna destroy me. Let's go to the other side and come back. I wonder if their appearance changes with armor or not. Teleport? Do I really want to teleport? I don't even know where I'm going yet. Let's see what it does. Strange mechanism stands before your party. There are some letters engraved in its pedestal that read Gardens. On the other side, there is another engraving barely visible. This teleporter was commissioned by Baracus, master craftsman in year 42 of the 5th era. The teleporter, what did it teleport and where? Mayav says perhaps it is as the old tales say that the ancients could move over large distances in a blink of an eye. Kane says maybe so, but this one doesn't seem to be working, which is fine by me. I prefer to rely on my own legs to go where I need to go. Besides, the idea of disappearing and reappearing out of thin air doesn't sit well with me. You didn't know this until 2 minutes ago. How would be? So I cannot click it. Kane says, I don't recognize any of these places. There is no way this cavern can be 14 miles wide. This place must have been on the surface at some point. Maev says, curious, so much of human history has been lost. Maybe this place will tell us about the events that brought our world to ruin. Kane says, reliving the past will bring us nothing but grief. We must look to the future to survive. If any man can see into the future, then I trust that man will be our Lord. Maya says, if this place is indeed a place of power, the only question that matters is how will this power be used. I hope my Lord's intention and our own actions by sworn loyalty are honorable ones. Kane says only the spirits are all-knowing, Maev. All the rest of us can do is live each day with duty and honor, and cling tight to our ideals no matter what the day brings. Well, that's where I was before. A battle. I mean, the chasm below the bridge seems to be endless. Your champions can make out some vague structures deep below, but they are too distant to even guess what they might be. Well, oh man, what do I do? That battle looked kind of rough. And this is where I'm going to be going, so you know what? I'll take my chances. I don't know what happens if I die or lose, so we'll see. In fact, let me break here, just in case it cuts off a couple minutes again. And then I will keep this battle, and I'll start the next episode with the battle. So, alright, that was episode 2. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Still figuring out what's going on in this game, but so far I am enjoying it. And I do I like how the game looks a lot. So we'll see. Hopefully it continues to impress. Alright, see you next time. Thank you.